know what? I just wanted to get to 1 as fast as possible. I think I did that well. I was really pleased with 1 through 5. 6, there was a little hiccup. And then I just told myself to compete 7 through the rest of the way home and be a 100-meter hurdler and be fast. So I knew it was going to be a fast race. I knew there would be PBs all around, season bests all around, and I just wanted to put myself in there. So it was exciting. I was super nervous, but we got it done.
I mean, entering the competition, your best was only 53 low, and now it's like, I mean, I know.
No, I'm teasing.
Rubbish. But, I mean, you, like, dominated it. You decimated it, right? I mean, what did it take to be able to come here to do that and make the team?
You know what? I mean, it just really took a full year, a full season of training really hard. When Boogie moved us to Arkansas, I really just embraced it, and I'm so grateful to the University of Arkansas for allowing us to be there, all the staff that's there. We just kind of went in there and we all put our heads down. We worked really hard. It was a new environment. They welcomed us, and every day has been a challenge. This has been the least amount of 100-meter hurdle training I've ever done. As I'm sure some of the track people know, I only raced it one time on my non-dominant leg all year. So just really pushing myself every day in training to get to this moment, to get on this team so that we can get to Paris and go even further. I feel like it took me forever to get from 55 to 54. Then I got from 54 to 53 relatively quick. And so I'm so happy to be in the 52s. But I mean, there's a world record out there today, and I want to be in the mix. I'm tired of being in the back of world record races. So I know there's more work to do, but I'm just very, very grateful for the whole team around me, my family, Boogie, MC, everybody at Arkansas. This was a real team effort, and I'm glad I got to do my best and show the fruit of our labor.
Every track race today was a neat track.
Oh, wow.
Could you feel the energy out there? Like, did you feel like the crowd's going crazy? Did you feel like the big times having all energy?
I mean, you hear the crowd, like you hear the swells when you're warming up, but I try to be very intensely present in what I'm doing and not get too caught up in what's going on out there. I think it's no secret, I'm a very emotional person, so when I'm getting ready to race, I want to be very even keel because I get excited for my friends. I get sad when things don't go well for them, so I just kind of have to be focused on me. I love this crowd. I love that they're engaged. You can kind of feel the energy rising, but it's also the last day of trials, so I was expecting that it was going to be very amped up in there, very loud, and I just wanted to do my thing so that when I got out there, I could ride the wave and do what I needed to do.
Well, when everyone went out to their lanes, I mean, they're jogging to each of their lanes. You're walking to yours.
Yeah.
Can you describe maybe that readiness then, like how you were kind of focused on your own single lane and what that worked for you?
One thing about me, I'm not going to jog. My heart is beating out of my chest, so I am not jogging for nobody. They can yell at me all they want. I am going to walk. I just want to channel the energy going forward, and yeah, I don't know. I don't like to feel rushed. I knew I wasn't like the last one that was going to be introed, so I just wanted to take my time and do it how I wanted to do it. I think when I look back on that race in Tokyo, I was very much like deer in headlights and kind of all over the place, and so I think it's a real sign of maturity that now I just be like, all right, I'm here.
And you gave a little appreciation to Abdullah Muhammad after the race. Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about that and why?
Sorry, I'm about to get emotional. The first time I made a final at the senior level was my freshman year in college, and Dee didn't know who I was, but she knew I was a Trojan, and she was just like, oh, good luck, Trojan, didn't even know my name. And she has always been so kind and so good to me, and when I went pro and I wanted to join Boogie's group, she could have easily been like, nah, I don't want this girl in the group, and it was never that, and I'm so grateful for her mentorship and for the impact she's had on the sport. Dee inspired me before she ever knew me as a person, and to get to train with her for these last couple years and watch this part of her career. I've never seen anybody train the way Dee does. I've never seen anyone carry themselves the way she does. And I know she said this was her last Olympic trials, and so to get to be side by side with her and learn so much from her and just watch how she's carried herself across her career, it's really inspiring, and I just feel like sometimes Dee doesn't get enough recognition for what she's done for this event and this sport, and like she's the epitome of a professional. God, sorry, I'm trying to hold it in. But my career wouldn't be the same without her. And I just hope, I know she knows that, but we compete against each other too, and so sometimes I don't always get to express it because I'd be crying on TV and stuff. But I just really wanted to take that moment to acknowledge her, and I know the competitor that she is, she probably isn't that happy with that race, but I feel like I'm part of her legacy because of all the things that she's passed on to me and the work she's done with Boogie. I've been able to learn lessons from her that have taken me leaps and bounds further than I've been. And so I just wanted to take that moment and acknowledge her publicly. I told her that privately, but let everyone know, like, the reason 400-meter hurdles is closing out Olympic trials, why we're a marquee event, is because of the stuff that her and Boogie started doing in 2016 and the way they've kept it going. I mean, she revolutionized this event. I think it's undeniable, and so I just wanted to give her that moment because when you see Anna the Professional, a lot of that has been development I've gotten from Dee.
And so to be able to pass that forward, now we get to see the next chapter of the Trojan family with you and Jasmine. So hopefully that won't be tears, and if they are, they're happy tears.
Yeah, exactly. I love Jasmine to death. We were teammates only for a year, but we are so similar. We're both musical theater girls, and so I adore Jasmine. I'm so happy that she got on this team as well.
You're one of the very best in the world at this event, and so you're going to be like, so your perspective is like really meaningful in terms of like explaining maybe like what sets like Sydney apart. In those times for lay people like us, it's like that's amazing. But like, what is it, whether it's her technique or like, what are the skills that sort of make her stand out and make her able to sort of like push those times really crazy?
I mean, I think she's very fast. Like, there's no denying that. She ran some really solid 200s this year. She's really fast and she's really strong. Like, it's hard to put it any other way. She's great at holding her speed. I think when I look at where I need to be better at competing with hers on the turn, I think she executes hurdles 7 through 8, hurdles 6 through 8 exceptionally well, and then has a strong finish. I think she's a great technician. So I know what I need to work on. We'll put it that way.
Going back to Lilla, I mean, is it fair to say, you've seen references, is it fair to say though that like the time we saw today would not be there without Lilla doing it first?
I mean, sure, I think so. I think there's a snowball effect. I think that the same way, ooh, I am so sorry. I've hit your phone like 3 times. Let me bring my hands down. I think the same way you've seen a renaissance happening in the 100-meter hurdles, when one person starts running fast, everyone else has to step their game up. And I think Lilla starting in 2016, that run she had from 2016 through 2019, where it seemed like she was practically unbeatable, all of us had to elevate our game. And so I think that when you see one person doing it, the last time in gets that much faster. I mean, today, the top 4 were all under 53, I think. Like a 52.9 didn't make the team. A couple cycles ago, I was the last one in with like 53.7 in 2021. So things have really changed. And I think Dee was the one who spearheaded that. I feel like before her and Boogie in like that 2018, 2019 period, everyone was kind of like running that first 200 very conservatively and then trying to blast it home. I feel like Dee was one of the first people of this modern era to take it out in the beginning and finish it strong. And so I do think it's been a snowball effect.